In the dance of love, there's an allure only a few can master. Ladies, ever wondered how to become his undeniable obsession? Today, we unveil the art of making him beg for your attention. It's a piece of advice we hear often. Don't make yourself too available, especially before a relationship becomes serious. Why? Men tend to value things that aren't easily obtained. Even though you might have heard this repeatedly from women's magazines and dating advice blogs, it's a principle worth noting. When women are too accessible, it often diminishes the challenge for men. And believe it or not, many men are driven by the thrill of pursuit. Offering too much of your time and attention too quickly can cause a budding romance to fizzle out. Even the most genuine men find themselves losing interest when there's no challenge involved. You might be thinking, not another challenge advice, but pause for a moment. Being seen as a challenge can actually benefit you. It not only keeps his interest alive, but also helps differentiate between men who are genuinely interested from those who aren't putting in much effort. Men are naturally inclined to solve problems and handle challenges. When a woman is positively challenging, it becomes an intriguing puzzle for them, and if they feel like they might lose your attention, they'll probably work even harder. Interestingly, when other men show interest in you, it makes you seem even more attractive. This is because these other suitors heighten your desirability. It's like a silent endorsement of your value as a partner. Now, it's crucial to clarify something. When we talk about being a challenge, it doesn't mean playing hard to get. It means genuinely living a full and exciting life, a life that feels complete on its own, a life that, instead of needing rescue, feels like an enhancement to anyone lucky enough to be a part of it. It might sound contradictory when men say they want a challenging woman, but not someone who plays games. What they're really expressing is a desire for a woman who knows her worth, maintains her standards, and won't tolerate game playing. Such men want to feel like earning a woman's attention is both a privilege and an exciting journey. Most men might not admit it openly, but they love to work for a woman's attention. They want that attention to be a prize they earn. But if they feel you're too easy to win over, the excitement fades. Remember, showing that you're content being single can be quite attractive. It doesn't mean you've stopped seeking love. It simply means you're content and happy with where you are now. This state of contentment showcases confidence and value, while being indifferent suggests a lack of interest in romantic relationships. In summary, when someone shows interest in you, it doesn't mean you should set aside everything that defines you. More than likely, those very aspects of your life played a role in attracting them in the first place. When a man shows genuine interest, allow yourself to open up as the relationship deepens. A woman's vulnerable side can profoundly connect with a man's core. Deep emotional bonds are unlikely if a woman is always guarded. Vulnerability is key to creating intimacy. Yes, it takes courage because there's a risk of rejection or misunderstanding. But without emotional depth, most men might lose interest, no matter how attractive you are. For meaningful connection, open up to those who prove their worth and trustworthiness. Men aren't looking for perfection. They appreciate women who can laugh at their flaws, admit mistakes, and share their innermost feelings without shame. A man's heart is naturally drawn to a genuine feminine spirit. If he stands by you through your emotional highs and lows, he's worth your time. Being open not only strengthens your bond, but also allows him to be your support. Vulnerability in a woman awakens a man's protective instincts and even encourages him to share his own vulnerabilities. Sometimes, the very thing you hide can be the most appealing aspect to a man. Consistency and reliability are vital in any relationship. Being a woman who is dependable reflects a strong character, and it's a trait that's highly valued. If you're someone who keeps changing plans or doesn't follow through with commitments, high-quality men might think twice before pursuing you. Men who respect themselves and others will not be drawn to those who are inconsistent in their actions. If you're frequently flaky, it sends the message that you're unpredictable and can't be trusted. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. It takes time to build, yet can be shattered quickly. High-quality men seek partners they can trust, those who honor their commitments. Acting with personal integrity is attractive. It's off-putting when someone often fails to keep their promises because it demonstrates a lack of responsibility and self-respect. A simple way to evaluate yourself: if you often tell people you'll do something, but then don't, That's a sign of being unreliable. This isn't about being perfect. Everyone has shortcomings and struggles with certain habits. For instance, if you tend to be late, being honest about it with your partner is different from making promises that you can't or won't keep. Think about it. How would you feel if a man frequently failed to follow through on his promises or only did so when he felt like it? Such behavior would likely be unattractive. Just as it's frustrating to deal with an unreliable man, being the female version of that can be just as stressful for your partner. Talking negatively about your past relationships can give the wrong impression. Bashing your exes, especially early on, might not make a man sympathize with you. It might just turn him off. High-quality men pay close attention to how a woman speaks about others, especially past partners. Here's why. If you're always sharing tales of bad dates or failed relationships, a man might wonder, why does she attract these types of men? Does she make poor choices? Or is there something about her that attracts such situations? If you often portray yourself as a victim of bad relationships, it raises a red flag. It suggests that you might not take responsibility for your part in situations. Men don't want to feel like they're just another bad choice or that they're entering a relationship with someone carrying heavy baggage. It's essential to demonstrate self-awareness and responsibility. A history full of bad exes might suggest you're not accepting any accountability for past relationships. Remember, everyone has had their share of ups and downs. A good rule of thumb when discussing past relationships: if you can't say something positive or neutral, it might be best to say nothing at all. Being adaptable in dating situations can give you peace of mind. Relationship-focused men appreciate women who can adjust and adapt, especially in the early stages of romance. It's good to have high standards in dating. You should expect respect and kindness, but there are times you'll need to be flexible. Life is unpredictable, especially when you're getting to know someone. Being understanding when small changes or hiccups happen can show that you're easygoing. Quality men like women who can let go of the small stuff. This doesn't mean compromising your core values. It's about being more relaxed with things that aren't major deal breakers. One key to successful dating is to be valuable, but also pleasant to be around. If you're used to always having things your way, consider being more open-minded. The best men won't be attracted to rigidity. Men who tolerate inflexibility are often not the assertive, passionate types many women desire. Being adaptable means understanding if he's late sometimes, or forgets to call because he's tired, or joining him in activities you might not love. Don't let every small change or unexpected event upset you. Instead, try to go with the flow. In conclusion, building genuine relationships requires authenticity and understanding. Embrace your journey, value each lesson, and always cherish the connections you make.